In this video, I'm basically going to go over every single thing that Mad Black Entertainment has ever done on YouTube, whether it was good, whether it was bad. This is just basically to serve as a type of history when it comes to that individual. That's all it is. So bear in mind, this is just a history. That's all it is.
Especially when you have a family. Because, when I started this channel, I was 19 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm 28 now. And things is different. Like, it's not just me anymore that is riding on this. If it was just me at this point in my life that I needed to, take care of, I probably wouldn't even be making this video. I probably would have tried and find many different ways, wait it out, whatever. But it's not just me anymore. And
this dude is literally using his children. He using his daughter as an excuse. Did y'all hear that shit? Did y'all hear that shit? He using his daughter as an excuse to make a Patreon account. If it was just me by myself, I would just, but it's not just me. Man, that is some slimy shit. That's slimy as hell right there, man. But guess what? You think because you put your daughter in this, that the slimiest of them all, Lord Kunis, wouldn't still get you? I don't give a fuck if you roll your grandmama in there on camera. I'm getting your ass because you earned it. I don't give a fuck who you put on camera. I'm getting you.
And that's where it's like, well, what do I do now? Because
you get a job, you piece of trash. That's what you do. You fucking work and you take care of your own daughter. You don't ask niggas on the internet to take care of your kids. You do it yourself, motherfucker. Boy, these people piss me off.
YouTube, at this particular point where it's at, my channel in particular, it's not.
A real motherfucking man would say, fuck YouTube. I'm gonna get a job and take care of my kid. This nigga on here begging other people to take care of his children. What in the fuck is wrong with him?
Feasible almost anymore to even get by as far as, being able to live. And on top of that,
it ain't nobody else's responsibility to make sure you can live. You a man, that's your job. You supposed to make sure you can live. You supposed to make sure your kids can live. That ain't nobody else's job. Don't nobody owe you shit.
That first clip was NBA just basically going in on for Neverworld, just basically roasting the ever-loving shit out of him because he was asking for money despite, all the way back then he was flossing. He was basically saying he started this anime community. He basically called himself the Hashirama of the anime community, because he was getting a good amount of money back then for his videos and stuff. And he even got DJ Academics to play one of his rap songs, which when it comes to somebody like him charged basically like $1,000, but that was very dumb of him to do, because if you have a kid to take care of, you don't spend your money on something as stupid as that, especially when it comes to like anime figurines and all that other stuff. That's just stupid. That's honestly quite dumb. But the next one has to do with Hell Zeon and the fact that Hell Zeon basically chickened out when it comes to roasting the Dragon Ball community.
Let's play this shit.
I don't fucking like it, so why am I supporting it? Also, another thing is, this is a thing that, like, I've kind of been aware of, and I'm really only just now acknowledging it, and that is, this is not exactly a very queer-friendly fandom.
Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. He said it's not a queer-friendly fandom. So apparently, people have been calling him homophobic names or whatever. Now, for the record, I never called him a homophobic name. All I did was point out that I noticed he had on nail polish. But if you go watch the video I did about him, not one time did I make any kind of homophobic slurs. Not one time did I say anything about his choice in gender identity. I never said a word about that. The only thing I talked about is the fact that he poked and prodded and harassed Vegeta fans and Dragon Ball fans And then when they started getting back on his ass, he decided to quit. Now, I want to say something else. This fandom is not exactly a black dude friendly fandom. But you don't see me making a I'm running for the hills video, do you?
I did dox his ass. I put out all his shit.
I didn't know that.
Bit of it. Yeah, oh, see, that's something you learn about me. I'm not scared to say what I've done. I doxed his ass. Everybody, motherfucking a police detective called his mom because of me.
Jeez.
Another dude got the trim. I can't count how many times I have heard you try to roast other people for not getting trim. You've put up multiple videos on your channel telling Eobard fans they need to go get some pussy. And now here you are staring through a window watching somebody else fuck your girl. Dude. See, this is the shit that got you caught up last night. It's the lying. The faking it, pretending to be something you're not. All that is the stuff that got you in trouble last night. That's the shit that people were roasting you for last night. And shit like this right here. I'm downloading stuff as we go. Shit like this from your channel. You might have took down the videos, but we still got screenshots of the thumbnails. Look at that shit.
What? You didn't expect me to put a clip of myself when it comes to all those other collages? Think again, man. Think again. If I can dish it out, I can take it. It is what it is. As for the whole girlfriend thing, I did get a chance to smash. So that's in the past. That was like when I was 17 and she was 18. That was years ago. Donkey years ago. But I learned my lesson. I did. As for what happened and transpired back then, you already know the falling out and all this other stuff. And this is where I reach a conclusion that I no longer care. Okay, I no longer care what people say. I no longer care what people do. I no longer care. That's why I'm being myself. And if being myself is a crime, then so be it. I accept who I am. I accept the fact that I'm a nerd. I accept the fact that I like hentai. I accept the fact when it comes to all those things. Does me liking that stuff make me a bad person? If you view it in your eye, if it makes me a bad person, I'm not going to convince you. Simple as that. I've been around children. Done nothing to them. Nothing at all. When it comes to my own family members, I have a brother who's 26 and a sister who's gonna be like roughly 19 or 20 this year. Man, it's kind of hard for me to keep up with all the ages. Getting old. But it is what it is. So we have more clips to get through and more things that need to be done. So if you do not like me or want nothing more to do with me, the unsub button is literally right there. You can dip out at any time.
Weasel your way out of that screenshot right there. Weasel your way out of what you said to your fan base. How about that? Weasel your way out of the fact that you fucking scamming your fans. Let me blow that up bigger. Weasel your way out of that. Yeah, how about you explain that one to your fans? How you admit to milking them and you call them ball masters. When you gonna explain that one to your fan base? You can say fuck everything else. Everything I've ever said about Geekdom, you can throw it all in the trash. This one screenshot right here proves what I've been telling y'all about Geekdom. I've been telling y'all, and you know what the funny thing is? The very first video I made when I first started doing anime was about Geekdom. The very first anime channel I had, Critical Anime Dark, I remember it. My very first video was about this dude because I knew it was something fishy about his ass. From the very motherfucking first day. The first goddamn video. Everybody remembers it. First video was about him. Because I knew something was up with this dude. And what did I say? Nobody's this nice. Nobody's this positive. Anytime somebody pretends to be nice and positive, they hiding something. Well, what do you know, guys? Mr. Positive has been hiding something. There it is. Soak it in, boys and girls. He been hiding something from y'all. Y'all can say what y'all want about me. I don't give a flying fuck. Fuck the anime community. I don't care about it.
Well, the conclusion is this. Every single person on this platform are scumbags. Myself included. NBA, we're all scumbags, okay? You don't need to look up to anybody. You don't need to admire anybody. You don't need to have admiration for anybody. All of this is just content at the end of the day, alright? All of it is. So, if you fail to understand that, I'll tell you this one thing. Never put any single content creator on this platform on a pedestal because you don't know me. Okay, you don't. I don't know NBA. Other from his past, other from the fact he was a criminal, did this and that back in his teenage years, all that stuff. But when it comes to everything else, I'll leave you with this. Use your own discernment when it comes to judgment. That's all you need to do when it comes to YouTube. Just use your own discernment. If you believe a content creator is genuine, you stick with that content creator. Watch their content, enjoy their content, have fun. But most importantly, at the end of the day, you need to come to reality that all good things will come to an end. You know, one day I won't be here anymore. One day NBA won't be anymore. One day Geekdom won't even be here anymore. And then everybody will just move on and just find different creators to talk about and all this other shit, and then the cycle repeats. But I will say this one other thing though. Geekdom is a bitch. He honestly is. Because that one clip that I showed you was the very same reason as to why his original channel got taken down. Because his original channel was growing at such an alarming rate. Even I was astonished at the time because it was at 4,000, from 4,000 to 7, from 7 to 11, and then it was at 18,000 at one point, and I was baffled for the fact that it was going and moving so fast. I was like saying it might even reach 100,000. But because of that one video that I showed you guys, Geekdom took it out of proportion, felt like it was being attacked, and not only that, that video caused a chain reaction, caused more people to make videos of him. I remember 5 different other channels back in the day were making videos about Geekdom, calling his ass out. And he felt threatened. He felt like he had to retaliate, so he went for the head, which was NBA. I'll never forget Geekdom's words. I'll see to it that you'll never be able to come back to YouTube. But YouTube's forgiveness program proved Geekdom wrong. Because you can't stop it, you can't fight it. You can do whatever you want at the end of the day, but you can't stop it. That's the one thing about Geekdom, you know, he can't stop it. He here. What you gonna do? You gonna flag him again? The flag system has been changed drastically. So, yeah, you killed his momentum back then because of COVID. And the fact that, yeah, he would have reached 100,000 subscribers back then. He would have. But he's back. He's making his content. I'm doing my own thing, enjoying my own time on YouTube, and everything is great. And in all honesty, yeah, this is how it should be. You know, this is how it should be. Everybody just doing their own shit. But at the end of the day, we're all scumbags, myself included. And in all honesty, I should just embrace that. Embrace the fact that I'm a piece of shit instead of just running from it. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So starting onward, when it comes to every other video that I'm going to make, I'm just gonna be blunt. Just gonna be open-minded and say whatever. I don't care. So I hope you enjoy the ride because it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.